This is Mr. Rubiols. A few days after his retirement as senior psychiatrist at the Hospital Evangelico in Barcelona, Mr. Rubiols was wandering the streets in his neighborhood and found a beautiful antique clock in the middle of the garbage. It was the beginning of a hobby. Every day, Mr. Rubiols leaves at 7 in the morning to check out all the garbage to see if something special can be saved. He can't believe what people throw away these days. Watches, phones, hairdryers, radios, typewriters, shoes, toys, books, magazines. Mr. Rubio's wife and Mr. Rubio's friends think that he visits antique markets. He never told them he's actually looking into garbage cans and containers. What Mr. Rubiols doesn't know is that since 3 days, he's being followed by his wife. This is Mrs. Rubiols. A few days ago, she found some old magazines under her husband's chair, American magazines. Magazines with a lot of photographs. Photographs of women, young women, and above all, naked women. From that moment on, Mrs. Rubiols became very much interested in what Mr. Rubiols was doing every day. She had always believed he was wandering around antique markets to find maybe some nice clocks or even wooden egg cups. But to see her own man, once a celebrated senior psychiatrist at a well-known hospital, putting his nose into dirty containers, was all a bit confusing. What if friends of theirs would see her husband like this? Mrs. Rubiols just didn't know what to do. Talking about it didn't seem like an option. Talking was not something they did very often together. So the only thing she could imagine was just following her husband around. Why? She didn't know. Maybe to understand what was going on in the head of Mr. Rubiols. Or maybe just to be with him, her husband, for the last 47 years.